Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Pioneer Prosperity Movement. Let's start from here. Let's start from here. So today I was about to just given I use a chat GPT for my business as well to automate my business furthermore. So today I just given this prompt to the chat GPT about what actually it really thinks. I asked like if you're a human, how would you break out of the matrix? If everyone can understand what I really mean matrix here. So I asked like if you're a human, how would you break out of the matrix in one paragraph? You can explain. That's what I asked. And if you don't know about ChatGPT, guys, of course definitely you can able to Google it and get to know what actually it is. Whereas what the ChatGPT has replied, you can very well read that even, but I will just read it for you. if i were if I were breaking out of the matrix of societal norms and limitations, I would start by rethinking of what I want out of my life rather than what's expected. Keep it in. Wow, that's a powerful line. I would start by rethinking what I want out of life rather than what's expected by someone. It would mean questioning routines, redefining success, because the belief that we have is not itself our own belief. It has been injected into us. So redefining success and letting go of any labels or beliefs that don't serve my vision of true fulfillment. Oh my god, that's such a in-depth line which is given by that. I would prioritize self-awareness, dive deep into books, self help books, personal development books, non fictional books, mentorship, and communities that challenge my thinking and invest in skills that build financial and personal independence. Wow. I would create and work towards goals that align with my values, focusing on financial and time freedom, personal growth, and relationship that enrich life. Stepping out of the matrix would mean, that's the most important thing here, would mean finding the courage to prioritize authentic living over comfort, facing with facing fear, beautiful, facing fear with action. Means use fear before it uses you. How you can use fear? Just by taking aligned action, aligned to your heart, not by the mind, and recognizing the potential in every small consistent effort. How many of you can resonate to this? Drop it in the comment below here. I haven't given any other prompt. I just directly given this particular prompt to the chat gpt. The chat gpt, which doesn't have any emotions, has come up with this. And I'm so surprised. There are two reasons. Number one, the chat gpt doesn't have any emotion. It has all having only facts and stuff like that. And number two, you may or may not know, I talk to many individuals, around 6 to 8 people a day, new people a day. I strongly say that not many of them think this way. Not many of them is having the courage to step into what their heart says, but they get stuck into their mind. That's what the reason, like, I thought of just bringing it in this one in front of you first. So what I'm saying might trigger you, but the point is not to trigger you. The point is to make you to self-realize, self-aware, and self-discover where you are and what's holding you back. That's why I asked you the topic of this title. I mentioned that if this is not an issue, how do you see your life, or how do you how would be your life will be if this is not an issue? What is not an issue for most of you? In what aspect you are taking a decision, or what is really making you to decide in your life? Is it you are making a decision, or something else outside of you is making a decision? Say for example, you're going to a shop, you're seeing two different products. The one product which is really pricey, which could be around, say for example, $1,000 product, whereas the other products is similar like that, it is having a similar feature, but it is only $200 product. Which one do you select among? Most of the people, could be you too, so which one do you select? Either you select the $1,000 product or the $200 product which replicates the same feature, but knowing that the quality will not be that much here. Which one do you select? Which one do you choose? Pop it in the comment below. I'll just take out this window later. The reason, because most of the people select the $200 but not the $1,000. Why? Which is making a decision there? Is that you? Most of the time it is not you. It is the money. If that is why, if money is not an issue, what kind of choice that you make over there? Knowing that $200 quality is not that great as a $1,000 quality. If money is not an issue over there, what do you choose? Definitely you would be choosing $1,000, right? So this is just one example I'm giving. Likewise, there are so many instances and in so many circumstances and in so many situations, we let the money to dictate, we let the money to decide our life. You can't deny that. That is why I jumped on here today, that how long we are going to, just a minute, I'll just share this, take out this screen, stop scanning, is that right? Yeah. How long we are going to let this happen in our life? How long we are going to make the money to decide our life? How long we are going to let the money to define the quality of our life? Why I'm asking all these questions? Because this, I'm telling you again, guys, this, I'm telling you again, this question, these questions, what I'm telling you, I asked all these questions to myself. The reason, because whether you know me or not, I'm Maddie here. Like, whether you know me or not, like, I worked in professional healthcare sector as a physiotherapist for 23 years, non-stop, continuously. Started with 38 hours of work week to 60 hours, ended up with 60 hours work week. But even then, I'm just over broke. I'm just openly admitting, not many people admit that, but I'm openly admitting that I'm just over broke. Why I'm saying this? What made me to say this? Because I was just living paycheck to paycheck. How many of you can resonate to this? Yes, I was just living paycheck to paycheck. If the paycheck doesn't go, it's not popping up in the next pay cycle, that's it. My life is gone. I always rely on the paycheck. There was one time I remember my pay got delayed. Not much. It got delayed by 6 days, 5 days or 6 days. Do you know how much I struggled? I called the phone bills area, I called the Telstra, I called my financial sector, like my mortgage loan section. I called my debt collectors, like debt collectors, I mean to say the personal loans, and I told them that I'm going to pay a day later, or I'm going to pay a week later because of blah blah blah. And the questions that I asked really triggered me as well. So how many of you can resonate to this? So why I'm telling this? Because like sometimes these questions might bore you. I don't mind, but I just want to talk completely in real, what's in a real scenario. Why I'm saying that I was living the life just over broke. Many people don't admit this. Many people don't say it out loud, because people say, they you think that what other people might judge you. I'm not worried about what other people might judge me when Me and my family is suffering a lot with these financial constraints of leaving the money to decide our quality of life. I don't mind about what other people judge me. Whereas we are living in a society where we make decision based on the money that we have, and also based on what other people think about ourselves. How long we are going to let the decision to be dictated by others and by other things? How long? And even if you let the decision to be that way, are you really happy with your current circumstances? Are you really happy by just over broke? I'm not. I wasn't happy because I couldn't able to see myself being in the same sort of life over and over again and again without any change in the life. Whereas just keep on dwelling and dwelling and dwelling over and over again and again with the same problem and the same struggles. So I started changing my life, whether you may know me or not. And the last 3.5 years, now it's completely changed. Of course, after 23 years, I started realizing that, and I got scared. Literally, I got scared. I would say I got scared to be in the same sort of routine life for another 20 plus years, because I was already 42 by that time. I'm now 46. I was so scared to be dwelling on to the same problem, same pain, same kind of nearly broke situation. I was so scared about it. And followed by that, I just determined to change my life, because I came to a point and I realized that if I don't make a change, or if I don't change me, nothing outside me changed. Why I'm saying this? Because when I started exploring and venturing of different opportunities and different business opportunities in online, I came to a point online is the only source. Because what I did is, of course, 23 years in physiotherapy, and also in between I opened my photography business as well. But very soon, within a year, even though I'm so passionate in photography, but very soon within a year, I realized that it is no way changing my life. Rather, it is making me to be so damn busy. And I'm not here to be a commercial photographer. Rather, I would like to be a freelancer, or I determine to be a passionate photographer. I'm no way blaming photography. I'm no way blaming the physiotherapy profession. But I'm not here to settle for small. So I determined myself that online is the only way. And even if in online, when I came across in different businesses in online, I was keep on saying that it doesn't suit me. I'm not that kind of person. It's not for me. It's not. I can't do all these sort of silly things. Blah 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 blah. And I was venturing and venturing for nearly around nearly from 2017, nearly 4 years. I was exploring, and I'm telling giving the same excuse. I'm not this kind of person. I can't do this. It doesn't suit me. Blah 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 blah. But on those 4 years, nothing has changed. The income is not changing, but the problems are. It means the problems are getting worse and worse and worse and worse every single day, every single week, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, and also the lack of time is getting worse and worse and worse. And I started coming to a point that I decided that those situations, those problems is not going to change unless I change. And then I changed myself. I became open to learn what I don't know. I was open. I became coachable to learn what I don't know, because I just came to a point. I just literally ditched my ego. That's it. I literally ditched my ego, because if I'm going to keep on saying that I'm this kind of person, what kind of person am I? I asked myself, what kind of person am I? Because whether you believe it or not, I was such a shy, timid, and introvert guy. But that shy, timid, and introvert guy, is it the person me as well? No, it is not. It is the belief that I have based on what others said to me right from my childhood, based on what others limited me. The others' limitation became my guidebook. And followed by that, I was keep on being in that same space of who I was, but I'm expecting a change in my life. I was hoping for and wishing for. How it's going to change? That is where I realized that I must change. I must bring a change within myself. So I ditched my ego. I let go of my past, but in saying that, it didn't happen overnight. It wasn't easy. It is not at all easy. Letting go of your past is not going to happen overnight. Ditching your ego is not going to happen overnight. It will take time. Definitely will take time. I realized that very soon, and I stepped onto it. And by February 2021, I came across the business that I'm in. I'm not going to talk about what business I'm in, but at the same point of time, I came to a point and realized that whatever the changes that I'm expecting in my life, that change must start from me. Because if I don't change, nothing around me is going to change. And if nothing around me is going to change, who is going to suffer? It's not only me going to suffer, but also the people who are relying on me. My wife, my kids are going to suffer. Many of you say that I'm here for my family, I sacrifice everything for my family. But are you really happy with your current circumstances? If you're not happy with your current circumstances, what the best that you can give as a parent, as a dad, as a mom to your kids? What the best that you can give? If you are not filling your own cup with happiness, with fulfillment, with gratefulness, how you can give the best of you? And if you're not having that kind of peace of mind, how you can give the best of you, even though you say that you are going to sacrifice to your family? How you can give the best of you? I realize that I can't give the best if I'm not the best. And to become the best of me, I must change. And I started changing. And now, completely a different person. And every now and then, I'm challenging myself. And why I'm saying all these things? Because so it's not only I changed, but also because of me, the time that I'm spending with my family changed. And also, I helped myself to come out of the matrix within 10 months of time. I helped my wife to come out of the matrix in 2 years' time. And not only that, in 2.5 years, it means since last July 2023, we started traveling. We started living our complete dreamful life of full-time travel with family by being a present parent. So why I'm saying all this? Because I didn't let the money to decide my life. As I asked in the topic that if money is not an issue, how will the life would be in 2 months time, in 12 months time, in 5 years time, in 10 years time? But at the same time, I'm not saying money is not important. Money is absolutely important here. And people say that money doesn't bring happiness. That's an absolute BS statement. Money does bring happiness. Whether you believe it or not, the lack of money, you know what's going to happen. So money is one of the essential tool here to bring the necessary things in your life to enhance and boost your happiness. People who say that money doesn't is not going to bring happiness is saying from the scarcity mindset, from the lack mindset, and that became an excuse for the people. So what I'm going to ask you here is, the question here is, if you truly say that you are here for your family, that you're here to sacrifice yourself for the family, are you really ready to bring a change in your life? To bring the change in your life, are you ready to change yourself by ditching your ego and by letting go of your past? Because that's what is must, and that's necessary here. You can't avoid it, you can't deny it. I'm not here to motivate you, but I'm here to tell the fact, because this is what exactly happened in my life. I'm still living with regret because I started venturing in the online from 2017 onwards. But I didn't step on to any. The reason because I used to say that I'm not that kind, I'm not that person, blah blah blah. If I would have started something by 2017, my life could be something different. Oh, you have all the time, Maddie. If you say that, it's absolute BS statement again. I don't have all the time. Even you don't have all the time. The time is limited. The more and more the time that you procrastinate is the more and more time that you're wasting. The every indecision that you're not deciding, every indecision that you're making, it means that if you're not deciding now, eventually what you're wasting is not the money but your time. And we have been so much indoctrinated and conditioned and told to means trade our time for money, to work for money. Can you deny that? So by means of the we believe to protect money but not the time. We must flip that. The moment I started to flip the game of protecting my time by trading a limit less money for more money, that is exactly where my life started changing. So I can talk more about this as well. So the main reason why I jumped onto this today's live is nothing but it's time now for you to bring that kind of action within yourself by self-realizing and self-aware, by self getting self-awareness on yourself and self-discovering yourself, where you are at in your life, what is holding you back, what is really making the decision in your life, and where you are spending majority of your time, and how long you are going to long for the weekends and public holidays or vacations without being with your family, and how long you're going to say that I'm doing the best for my family, I'm sacrificing myself for the family, but not being with your family all the time. How long? Do you have all the time? You don't. Can you save your time? You can't. Can you control your time? You can't. But can you save your money? Can you control your money? Yes, you can. But what is asset here? Your time is asset, including you. So it is time now to realize and take necessary action and make an extraordinary decision to step on, to change, to bring the change in your life by you bringing a change within yourself, while by ditching your ego and by letting go of your past. Every change that you expect in your life starts from you, from within. Successes know that. And that change you must start now, as early as possible. You know why? Success loves speed. Of course, fear kicks in. The fear of change, the fear of failure. What if this happens? What if this happens? That fear is not in your heart. That fear is in your mind. Don't get stuck onto your head, stuck inside your head. Rather, think from here. If anything that you're about to start something new, if there is a fear, it means it's telling you that it's time now to go through it, to push through it. Use the fear before it uses you. And that is where the change happens. That is where the life that you are expecting is there. Everything that you are expecting in your life to happen is on the other side of the fear. Push through the fear, walk through the fear, and if you're still hesitant, be around with the people, surround yourself with the people who have done that. You are the one among five people you are surrounding yourself with. Change your surroundings. That itself will change you, and by means of that you can able to succeed in your life. Because what I'm about to tell you is, you are unnecessarily financially struggling by working hard for money. It is unnecessary. It's time now to bring a change. And if you ask me how, I can talk furthermore, but it's better for you to hear by yourself, because we are going to have a 2 days of masterclass. There's a link in the below here. Click on the link, join the group, and there is going to be a masterclass on November 8th and 9th, 1 hour each day by 11 a.m. AEST. Jump onto the masterclass. It is completely free. The business masterclass, it is completely free, where we're going to share with you the different tools, the different statistics, the different strategies the blueprint success strategies. We're going to bring it in front of you, and also we're going to share with you how those exactly changed our life, and how we can help and mentor you forward to prosper in your life as a pioneer. That is what exactly my mission is towards my vision. That is why exactly I've created the movement like Pioneer Prosperity Movement. I'm calling you forward to impact more and more number of people. Let's create a huge movement globally, not only in Australia, not only in specific countries, globally. I'm having that kind of massive vision in my mind. I want you, if you feel yourself within that kind of mentality, or with that kind of feeling inside your heart, it is time now to step up. That is where the life starts. Let's hold together by living your life to the fullest, and that by means of that we succeed together.